Hey Mario, we're over here at 21 Colfax in Edison. This is the house. It's got the cedar impression siding, which is nice. It's got an architectural shingle roof, which is fairly new, so we don't have to do much there. The Japanese maple tree and the one behind it is just a little overgrown. It really needs to be trimmed out. I would really pull some of these bushes right here, pull them out, get that one out, and we can just put down more of the white stone that they have there. We just kind of clean this one up. They have a paver sidewalk, so this will be just power washed over here. We need a new mailbox. No big deal. So the siding's in overall fairly good condition. The downspout's just crushed. That's a single layer roof on there. Through the wall air conditioner. We'll look on the inside if we need to replace it or not, but leave it. So the fence we have some issues with on the back here. So I believe that this is actually the neighbor's fence, because you always put the nice side to the opposite to your neighbor. And the reason why you do that is so that these people can't, climb up. Like, see, the boards there. You don't want people climbing up, so you don't want the liability there. But this fence is really bad, and all the posts here are all jagged and fallen over. So this is just a quick view of what you have from your neighbor's house, which is just, pretty bad, just like this one. The garage is fine. The shingles on that one are old and brittle, but quite honestly, no one's gonna really care about it. I'll just paint those up to make the sheds look a little bit nicer. We'll have the pool, and this stuff's coming down tomorrow. We had to split the dumpster into two because the guy couldn't get us a 40-yard as we needed. But this fence all right here, you're not going to be able to see it, but it is completely leaning on that side, and a lot of the pieces are broken. We have some broken fence sections over here, broken fence sections over there. Just got like a torn screen up there on that one. This one's missing the screen itself. For the back door, we would just do some painting back here and do some repair down there where the wood is like rotted, but nothing too extensive. We'll start back from the front of the house. So the door's not too bad. I can actually keep this door. We could actually just paint this. It'll be fine when we're done. It's decorative. It's ornamental. So we have the wood tile on the floor. We can leave this. It's got a dark rat on there, so all the dirtiness you don't really see. It needs to be cleaned because it smells like dog in here. The ceiling fans can be cleaned up. I don't really like to have a ceiling fan in the kitchen, but they don't have any recessed lights. You need to have something there. We don't want to really open up any walls or move any walls, because you got the tile floor issue if you want to try to save this. What we could possibly do though is maybe open up this section of the wall, so when you're walking straight in, you can actually see into the kitchen, because when you see into the kitchen from the front of the entrance, it's nice. So we do basically the same setup. You would lose, maybe like right here, you would lose these top cabinets. Just go half wall over here. And then, we'd have to do something over here. We'll get some extra cabinet space so you can see them. On this room over here, it's just carpet. We've got to just check we don't have any roof issues, because we have a little cracking right there. But in here, I'm going to leave everything the way it is. Replace the bulbs with some LED light covers. The vents in here, we should really get these professionally cleaned and sanitized, so when you blow on the air handler, you're not going to smell what we already know is in here. Got to change all the filters. A lot of the outlets, you can see, have been painted over. It's not that big of a deal. That means we're going to have some outlets to do. We just have small little holes here and there to repair. The jamb is just broken on this for the door. This needs to be a louvered door, a little more expensive than a regular door, but it's okay because that's the laundry room. We'll have the gas meter in here. You got the kill switch. We'll have to do some sheetrock in here after we, make sure all this stuff is operational. we'll clean some of this stuff up, put the sheetrock back in there. You got to just have some exposed. So, you know, like we know this valve right here is going to be a little bit messy. I can barely even turn it. But when you see the calcium deposits in here, that means that this was already leaking. You really want to see things like these, like ball valves. I'm not looking at how old this hot water heater is right now, but you try not to let them sit on the floor like that. But in this case, I mean, it's in there, let it be. It shouldn't be that old because that's a newer valve for the hot water heaters. So this thing's probably not more than 5, 6, 7 years old. But they usually only have about a 6 to 8 year lifespan. They always last longer than that. But, you know, for a home inspection, that's what they're going to pull out. This is the vent that we want to have cleaned. We don't necessarily have to have a door in front of here because we'll have the door over here. But we could change the light fixture. We want to see how this pipe is run for the ducting for outside. And then for in here, just make this floor look cleaner and nicer. Put a new, these are just sticky tiles, just pop these things up. And we could probably put like a nice laminate kind of floor in here. Like a waterproof vinyl plank would probably be better in case you ever have a leak. So that's pretty easy. They just have a little closet underneath the stairs right here. There's not much you really can do here with like doors per se. We could actually put maybe 2 hinges on here and make the door look like a little triangle so you can actually open it. That could be a use there. This would just be the hallway closet. So it's got the 2 doors, one on the top, one on the bottom. You don't really see that too often. I think it'd be nicer when you match up the other doors just to have one door. But this is where you put all your towels and stuff for the bathroom. The bathroom, we just have it very simple. It's on a little angle. But we have the toilet, vanity, medicine cabinet, light bar. You know, so we do all new towel bars, get rid of all the oak, put in like a new 36-inch vanity. Get a new tub, get rid of the tiles, the plastics around, and we'll do the 4x12. They're longer white subway tiles. Put them staggered, and then what we'll do is we'll make a little box right here, like an alcove, so they can put all their soap bottles, kind of like how they have right here. But we'll put that on the side over there, and we'll give them a better exhaust fan because this is pretty much underrated. You already have the heat source right there. Nothing too much to worry about here. This is just one of the bedrooms, just basically carpet that we got to put in here. Do notice that there is no light fixture, and these are the popcorn ceilings, these in the house are just very ugly. Nobody really cares for them, but these are intact. So what happens when you flip the switch on, there'll be an outlet that'll turn on somewhere. So maybe it'll control that outlet. Also realize that in these bedrooms, you only have one outlet there, and you have one outlet here, and you don't have any other outlets in this bedroom, which is undersized. You should have one for each wall, so there should be 4 here. We'll have to do new closet doors over here, and if we got to put new closet door in here, this little top part's going to come out because you'll see how big the door is. So we'll reframe right up to here, and we'll give them a new set of doors. We just got to figure out if you guys want to put in any type of light fixture on the ceiling. The other thing is too is that, not that it's a problem, but these are the plain flat slab doors. They're not in bad condition so far, what I'm seeing, but on a renovated house, they just scream that they're old, and it might be beneficial just to put the 2-panel Roman arch doors in here, which is what we use on all the other bank rehabs. In this bedroom, same thing, carpet. We'll just replace this part over here so we get a regular door in there. They do have the electric panel in this room, and they do have a light source, so it's fine. One of the concerns that we're going to have right here is you can see that we already have the mold, and all this is brittle and deteriorated. Actually, this right here is the sill plate. That's not even dirt. That's that bottom piece of wood. That means that we're getting a lot of water from outside that's coming right over here. I don't really see any other issue except for just, that section. So we'll probably just have to cut that out and address what that issue is and see what we can do to prevent it from the outside. This bedroom is smaller, not too much, you know, a little hole over here, no big deal. Carpet, we'll leave the trim. This is the same one where it doesn't have any light fixture, so if we wanted to add a light fixture, it just gets a little tricky because we got to get a power source from the switch up and over, and if we're not trying to touch the ceilings, you know, it does make it a little tricky. If you want the ceilings to be smooth like these, then that's not much of an issue, because you just bang a hole in the ceiling and you run your wire. These stairs, by the way, are really steep. So the risers are probably about like 8 inches, but the treads are only maybe about 6 inches. So this is not, to give you a perspective, look how big my foot is. I mean, that is not a comfortable ride going up to the second floor, but it is what it is. It's the style of the house. So they have 2 recessed light cans in here. We'll just add the 2 LED light covers. Everything in here, even like the wood down there, we'll leave that and we'll just paint it so it's clean. We'll make sure those doors are operational. Outlets, these outlets actually seem to be okay. We'll do new covers. Make sure that the vents are cleaned. This is just going to need a new door right here. We're going to need smoke alarms up here. They're not hardwired or anything. That is it the furnace and the air handler? Oh yeah, this is the furnace because we have the exhaust right there. So I got to double check on the functionality of that. It does look older, even though it is Carrier, which is a top of the line unit. I'm not sure off the top of my head if that one actually worked. I think we may have bid on that before. Not too sure. We're going to need to do something with the doors for the closet rates here. So we'll have to put some sliding doors. We'll have to put a door into this bedroom as well. These lights, things don't work here. But this room has the 4 recessed lights. This is just carpet. I mean, overall, this is really like a cosmetic house with just, see the condition of the roof. So the roof looks pretty good. The skylight looks a little ugly. You can see they've done a lot of tarring around there. So the question is, why did they put so much tarring there? Because it probably leaked at some point. So yeah, there's not too much in here. The other thing too, though, is like the switch was on the outside of this room. Even if you put the hinge on this side, it's like the switch really should be inside this bedroom. It's not a deal killer, but it's just, you know, it's inconvenient. Yeah, that's just pretty steep. You know, other than that, I mean, again, not too big of a problem. All this can be addressed. All right, I think that's really it for right now. I'll just repeat. So we'll do base cabinets in here. Probably get some other cabinets over here. Oh, we didn't talk about this bathroom. So this has like the wood plank tiles on here, which I'm also noticing right here. Man. So it looks like they've changed this at some point because they cut the tile. Get my hand out of there. They cut the tile. So if we put a new stove in there, what we may do is we may fur this wall out, and we're going to lose whatever that spacing is. So we may fur out like a 3-inch wall here, because you don't want to have to redo all this flooring just because of that. But that's going to be under your new stove, and you're going to see that. So you just got to pay attention to that kind of detail and pull the wall out. Over here, they had like some dog cleaning, you know, company going on in here. We got the vents to clean in here. We have one light fixture, not a big deal. On this floor, we can either do tile in here, we can do carpet, but you know, we don't just keep this is like basically like a garage floor. The other thing too is to realize you can't see in the picture, but it is sloped going down. I mean, you can see how much space we have underneath that door. It's probably about good 2 inches. So I mean, this floor can be leveled if you want it. If not, that's okay as well, but you're going to feel it when people walk on it. Other than that, yeah, I think we're pretty good here. It's like just small cosmetic things. The only other thing you could do, if you want, is you can open up maybe part of this wall. Now this is a load bearing wall, so I mean there will be a header up here, but if you want to have a wider opening versus just a door, we can definitely do that. It's okay that they have this picture frame open because you can still see into the house. What's nice about having the wall here though is it allows you to at least put a couch on either one of these sides, you know, versus just having this big and open. But for over here, you guys let me know what you want to do. If you want to make this open, which means you'll lose some cabinet space over here, or do we want to extend this so that you have a nice clear opening? When you have an opening between two rooms, if you have an opening, anything bigger than 4 feet is good, because that means it's like people can walk one way and the other and you're not so bumped in. If you can make a 5-foot opening there, it'd be even more ideal, and that'll make for more of a flow. So that'll be the only issue if we want to do that, and we'll just have to do some header work up here, something very simple. All right, I can get you guys over the bid, but I almost say I think we did the bid on this one. I just don't remember off the top of my head. Light fixture will have to go up in here, and then we'll just check we'll make sure all the gutters have, are cleaned up and whatnot. Oh, so hold on, let's look over here. So the issue that we're having over here, I don't know what's going on with the siding, but there's a little belly right here and it's bowing out. I mean, we do have the gutter extension, which it just stops right here. You can't, I can't even see it. So it does stop there. The problem is because everything is pitched back down. We are still dumping the water there. So that little gutter extension, if we could dump it all the way over here, that might help with what we're looking at with that water issue inside the house. There's not much we're really going to do here because we have all the stones. I mean, the water definitely does go down. And this is that bush again. If we can kind of trim it up and clean it up, because right now it is touching the house. We want to get rid of all that. All right, that's about it.